game goes on, handled quite a bit today.
John Birdie, 0 for 1. Sit out into center field.
Stays in the zone on plane, and they have more barrels because of that bat.
Yelich.
Christian Yelich, 1 for 2. Birdie leads off.
Hit gets a run. Let's go, Yankees.
Steals the bag.
The Loon.
Throw to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Oh no!
Reaches out for the
what
tag.
happened there?
2 away now.
Shoot.
2 outs. Runner on
Bobby.
first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Swings through that.
98.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle.
Yelich goes, and he bunts, but that's
Sinker.
foul.
That's a
Strike 2.
fastball. That's a hit. Come on. Those
Heater.
gloves.
1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. That one's in there.
101.
And that's strike
He's
one.
a rookie.
It looks like these
I
hitters
traded
have been
Garrett
in
Cole
between
for
with their
Skeen
timing
straight up.
today. Good fastball, excellent
Every
slider.
day of the week I make that
Able
trade
to
right
commit
now.
to one velocity
Cole's
and stay there.
awesome, but Skeens will get even better
Lifted in the air, right
as
center
a pitcher
field.
in the pros.
Soto gets under it. Makes
Tendencies,
the catch for the out.
repertoire. Nice job, Juan.
Back to the top of the Miami
Otto.
order. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a
100,
strike.
100,
The guy's
100.
going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Oh,
And it's even up.
let's get the bullpen going. New addition, Morion, lefty, and Tyler Holton. We're going to check him out. And Clay Holmes.
Here comes a pitch.
See right. Come on. Skeens. Come on.
Outside low. 3-1.
Oh, they have had
Let's
a
feed
hard
him
time
one.
scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked
Otto.
himself into a good count.
Jackass.
Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing
102.
hitters dream about when they're falling asleep.
We're going right at you,
Chance now to
Griff.
take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding
He's
run.
sitting dead
As a
red.
pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things
Vulcan.
with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Him out. Throws the first.
2 down. Top
When you
of
follow up a
6.
triple-digit fastball
Skeens.
with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
He got an 8-inch breaker. Breaker 19 Vulcan change. Ooh. Can't touch
Xavier
this.
Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And he swings and
Gets
misses.
a
and it's up to
chance.
get
That's
one.
right.
Go-ahead run at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Got him.
Zips it to first, and that is that. So no runs
Let's
here.
play
on the
2.
base hit, no
Who
errors,
said that?
and
Yogi?
1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5.
Soto. Jazz Grisham.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6.
I'm going to call home run here. He's going to throw a sinker, and I'm going to jack it
That pop
off
came out of the
to
gates really strong.
center field.
And he deals.
Oh,
First pitch swinging.
changeup.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Ripped on the ground.
Nice
at second.
play.
Gets it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Rolled softly, but
Come
that
on,
goes
Jazz. Dane Xavier Otto Jonah.
And the right-hander deals. That one almost got him.
Oh, he's getting wild. Wait for your pitch, Jazz.
That's in there. Now 1-2.
Pretty
Nice
frugal
pitch.
guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty.
Change up.
Ranging back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Call 9. Call
Stepping
9.
in, Trent Grisham.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Here we go, Big Jacker. Late,
Swings and fouls one off.
Big Jacker. Grisham.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's
Grisham,
strike
the
2.
garbage dump
He's got to be pretty proud
kid.
of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go
Patience
in
is a
order.
virtue.
Score
Let's
remains
go.
tied 1-1.
Well, Alcantara, 22.
We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's
I think
the
it's
DH,
time to pull
Jake
schemes
Burger.
after the next
This kid
round.
picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And
100.
that one is in for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Witt over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Pride in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Oh, feed him a curveball.
The pitch.
You're
It's
right.
looking pretty sharp
Footer.
today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Thank you.
Check swing. He went too
How
far.
about a
and it's a
fastball?
strike.
Eat him up. Ricky.
Fouls that off to the
No,
left, and we'll do it
He's
again.
on it. Vulcan change.
1 down, base
Strike
is
him
empty.
all.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive.
Oh, no.
This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages,
Crush,
they
Jonah
have the
frickin'
lead.
Bride.
And the Marlins jump out in front. It's 2-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
One out, base is empty. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And a strike on the outside edge.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Kicks and fires. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. We'll have some adjustments to make.
Now the third baseman. Outside low. Ball 1. Two outs.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Swing and a foul over the screen and back to strikeout. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until.
Set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter now, Spencer Jones. Alcantara back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. Digging in, Samuel Basallo. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi, the left-hander, up and throwing. Bender, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. But all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have it.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Waste no time there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a new pitcher in the game, number 53. This is his third time out this year. And next for New York, John Birdie. And fouled off. With the tying run at second, here the bottom of the 7th. And there's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Yanks strand a pair, and they trail it here 2-1. We go to the eighth, and now here is Austin Wells. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as two relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Paul Skeens gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tyler Holton. He's into the game with the bases empty.
about to start this whole thing off with a bang, bang.
And now Derek Hill. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
This one in the air. Under it. Puts it away for the out. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
No, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. It could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. 1 for 3. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
1-2.
In the dirt. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. And now the lefty. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. There's the strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. On the ground, right side. Cabrera. Over to first. They limit the damage here. Marlins had another with the solo shot. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League. Back in the Bronx. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. And the first offering is not close. The Yankees looking to rally. Gets him to chase after that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Scott Efros getting loose out there. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Hard ground ball, base down. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Juan Soto now. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could...
Runner on the go. Come on and miss. Look throw, and he can't take it out. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Tying run at the plate. That misses. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The tying run at the plate. He caught it behind his back. And that's a great play for the out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's already homered in this game. Fouled off. He was late. At the belt and fires. And that one clips the corner.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Fires to first on the run. He is safe. Andrew Nardi gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot.
Coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Laser, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's 3-2.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And up next for New York, Spencer Jones. Swings through that one. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And a sac bunt here. Fires across the diamond. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
Basallo goes after that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot.
Back for more from the Bronx. We go to the 9th, and now it's going to be Jake Burger. Holton back to work. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2.
1-2.
Center field. Birdie should have this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Out towards left center. Yelich on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1, 2 up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Marlins 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Scott Effross. A chance at his first save of the year. And the pitch. Fought off foul. One-run game, bottom 9.
1-1.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now the center fielder, John Birdie. Bounce to the left side. And he can't come up with it. Goes to second. Safe there. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Man, I was expecting 5-4-3 double play off the bat, but I think he just tried to be a little too quick there, especially when you think it's a pretty